Anyway, how you guys doing today, YouTube? Um, I thought I would get on here today and talk about some things. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of videos about just starting, and maybe that's all we need to do sometimes is just start. I am the master of procrastination, and I am lazy. Well, up at this age, I don't get around like I used to, and sometimes I just don't feel like doing stuff. I just don't feel like it. So I don't do it. But I have to change that. Um, so anyway, my wife get up and go to work every morning. At least I can do is get up and do some things. So I'm gonna try to make this YouTube thing work. No, I'm not. Not only I'm going to try, I'm going to make this YouTube business work. And I have to treat it like a business. That's first and foremost. Because I can't be nonchalant about it. And I need to do what I need to do. So, you've all heard the term take action. So, I'm taking action. Getting started and posting. And what is said to YouTube like consistency. Well, I need to be consistent with my posting. And that's going to be a challenge because I need to come up with a topic as to what I'm going to talk about every day. And that's easier said than done, because some people have the gift of gab. I mean, they just love to talk. I don't have that gift, and it took a lot for me to get in front of the camera, but I had to, because this is what YouTube is looking for from a small content creators, to get in front of the camera and be yourself. I can't be nobody else. I do me better than anybody else. So I'm getting in front of this camera and being me. Amen. So, like I said, I'm starting. This is my start. I just got to do it. Just jumping out there. And the first few videos is going to suck, as they all say. They always say that. So, even if you have no views, just start. Just get it moving. So, let's see what happens. Let's get it moving. Let's see what happens. Talking about anything and everything. Now, you have no clue who I am. So let me reintroduce myself. This is D. Morris coming to you on Real Talk. Okay? And eventually, that name will resonate with some of you YouTubers, and you guys will realize who I am. Eventually. Right now, nobody knows who I am. I am a nobody. I'm okay with that. I've been a nobody for a long time. So I'm used to it. So let's do this. Let's get started. Post consistently and try to give you value. Now, I find that to be the hardest part. Finding a topic that is value for you to use, not for me, because I don't matter. But what can I give that you want to listen to? So I was trying to come up with a lot of different ideas. What can I talk about? And all I have, me being at the age that I am, all I have is my life experience. that I can talk about and maybe help somebody. So I'm going to start off with back in the day when I was working. Well, I had a few smaller jobs before this one, but my first real big job was working at UPS, United Parcel Service, and I was a loader. So, and I seen people come in and not even last one whole shift and quit by break time or by lunchtime. And these were people that went through boot camp, through the Army boot camp. I said, no, this is not for me. And that, to me, I didn't realize how hard that work was until I just saw so many people who just couldn't hack it. And I realized, man, I am one of a kind. Because sometimes you do what you got to do. Now, I just had my first kid. So I had to go to work. Now, it wasn't a whole lot of money. I think they just paying me like $9.20 an hour, part-time. But as they told everybody in the beginning, during the, what they call that? When you first start the job. I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, they said, you're going to feel like you worked 8 hours. And they wasn't playing. They wasn't lying about that. Because working at UPS as a loader is a hard job. And the funny thing about it, I had a 18-wheeler. I had to load. And the way this stuff works is they put a chute. It's a metal chute. And then you got rollers that come inside your truck. Now some trucks come with rollers already, and then those that don't have the rollers, the flat ones. You got to pull the rollers in and set them up, and that was always a challenge because these rollers are metal, and when you're working and trying to do boxes, and you're not accident prone, but you're always hitting your knees, your chin, the shin right below your knee. Yeah. Bumping your wrists, your elbows. So I decided to go to a sports store and get me some pads like a football player. So I got some knee pads, some pads for my shin, for my legs. I got some elbow pads, and I was good to go. It was hot. Sometimes when it's like 80 or 90 degrees outside, and you open up the back of that door of that truck, it's like 10, 20 times hotter inside that truck. So imagine that. 90 degrees outside and 110 inside the truck. A lot of fun. But that was the first job. You go in there, get in there, and the box will come down and shoot, and you got to read the zip code, and that's how you make sure that particular box goes in your truck, by reading the zip code. And you had a list of zip codes that went inside your truck. Now the truck I happened to have at that particular time, was I was doing California. So I had like 5 different zip codes for California. So any box coming in my truck that's not one of those zip codes doesn't go in my truck. So, and that will get you in trouble. Sometimes a supervisor, those guys have nothing better to do but to throw a box inside your truck that doesn't go in there and see if you're going to load it. They just stand and watch you and see if you're going to load it. And that'll get you in trouble. So you got to really be on top of things. You're working hard. It's hot outside. It's hot inside the truck. You got on your pads. You're trying to stay safe. But at the same time, you're trying to go as fast as you can. And how is that working out for you? Been there, done that. I'm doing it. I'm working it. I'm working it, man. I'm working it. And by nature, I'm a hard worker. I was a hard worker. So not too many people succeeded on that job as being a loader at UPS. Excuse me. It was a few of us that made it. And I guess that we are the few that's elite. The few of us that stuck around and did the job for a long time, such as I did. Because I don't mind hard work. And at that point in my life, I was young, I was energetic, I was pretty much in shape. So bring it on. Yeah, I played a little football in high school, not in college. Now in college, I went to Tennessee State University, and in college, I was just in the band. And that was a lot of exercise all by itself. And being in it, you guys seen Drumline, the movie Drumline? Yeah. We have those drills and got to run around the park or run around the field and get in shape. So, yeah. I played saxophone in the band. That was fun. But that was the point, or that was that point in my life. That was back then. Now, I finally sold my saxophone a few years ago because as life happens, as we all know, life happens, and I needed the money. So I had a beautiful saxophone, a real nice one. I had a Mark 6. So that's one of the original old school original saxophones. But I finally sold it. Sold it to somebody, it was in China somewhere. I was surprised they bought it. I sold it for $3,000. And I could have sold it for $5,000, but I just needed the money real bad. And as I said, life happens. So that got going. And so all I'm doing now is I dab a little bit on the keyboard. I used to be a church musician. I played the organ. Fun. And I have a keyboard, a Korg and a Roland that I dip and dab on every now and then. But even though I have my own house, I don't have a room to set up as a man cave to do my music only, because every part of the house is needed, is being used. So I can't say, well, I dedicate this space for me to be my music room. No. And really, in this house, the only I'm in the area called the family room, and the only really two rooms that's really used in here, besides the kitchen every now and then, is this room here and the bedroom. Either my wife and I, we're either in the bedroom or in here. I have a big TV in here, or we just kicking it in the bed and watching television in the bedroom. That's it. That's all. Now, what was the purpose of saying all that? I don't know. I forgot. A senior moment. And you keep living, you will have those too. A good old senior moment. Yes, I love life for what it's worth. I thank God every day for waking me up. I do. I really thank God every day for waking me up. I thank God for protecting me at night while we sleep and waking us all up on this beautiful morning. So I'm a God-fearing man, and to me, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And that's it. That's all. I will. Thank God for another day. Go like any of us could have been on that plane last Wednesday that crashed in D.C. with the helicopter. Any one of us. And none of those people live. And then that was Wednesday. Then the next day, a medevac plane that fell out the sky in Philadelphia. Scary times, man. Scary times. And that to let you know that none of us are guaranteed to be here tomorrow. So take advantage of the time you have now. So get on YouTube, take advantage of that time, live your life to the fullest, because man, you never know. You never know. Tomorrow is not promised to us. So let's just take advantage of today. And for right now, that's all I got for you guys, YouTube fam. Love you guys, and I will see you next time. Thank you.